The fact that George Floyd Square is even a thing just goes to show how utterly fucking ridiculous Democrats and liberals are. Now, what happened to the man? Yes, it was wrong at the time. But who it happened to was someone none of these bastards would invite in their homes or trust around their children, or their wives for that matter, given his history of holding a woman at gunpoint who was pregnant. But yet and still, they seek to deify this man. Deify this man who is a career criminal. But it seems to be the habit of mainstream media, Hollywood, Democrats, and liberals to honor criminals as if they are some true victims. Meanwhile, they will ignore completely a David Dorn, an older black man who got killed doing his job by other black people looting and rioting in the name of this career criminal George Floyd. And so at George Floyd Square, a shooting erupts. And of course it does. And the only thing that dissatisfied me about this shooting occurring is that the dumb fucking white liberals and the POCs, as they like to call them, that follow white liberals, the only bad thing is that they didn't get hit by any of the gunfire. Because these fucking retards deserve it. I mean, they push and promote all of this chaos, inciting all of this violence and racial strife and racial division and racially trying to instigate white people and bestow an inferiority complex upon black people. They do all of this incitement and instigation, and they fucking act surprised when a shooting occurs at something called George Floyd Square. Hell, Martin Luther King Boulevard, and that's based on a man who was anti-violence. But Martin Luther King Boulevard is probably one of the most violent areas throughout America. You can guarantee if there's an MLK something that it's crime ridden with shootings that consistently occur. But this is the mainstream media at work. And the fact that people who aren't a part of the elite, who aren't a part of the 1% or 10% even, they're part of the majority who have to work paycheck to paycheck. And the fact that you have people that's among the majority that defend these narratives, that put their own lives at risk, it just goes to show you how fucking retarded people are. That they're willing to push narratives that endanger their own goddamn lives and neighborhoods. I mean, the people who live in these neighborhoods that hear gunfire all the time, those are the main sort of people that should be standing out front saying, oh no, you're not going to push this narrative of encouraging, honoring criminals, because we have to live next door to them, across the street from them. And we have to deal with their intimidation and violence. But no, those are some of the same people that go along with these narratives. And it's utterly ridiculous. So a shooting at George Floyd Square occurs. Of course it does. What the hell do you actually expect to happen? But meanwhile, the people who should know better, the people who are at the ass end of all of this violence, suffering the most losses due to black-on-black violence, black-on-black crime, and street justice from thugs and gangsters and killers. The people who suffer the reality of that are still going to be some of the same ones in their masks going to these memorials, going to these gatherings instead of combating this bullshit that's putting their lives at risk. And I'm just really disappointed that the white liberals that were there didn't get shot, because the stupid bastards deserve it. The main fucking instigators.